Okay, so what I have here is Corinth, okay, the roll and write game, and there's not much in it. You're going to get this little place that's like they call the harbor, some dice, a bunch of papers, okay, and some placard boards. So I've been playing with my buddy here, but also I'll just tore two new ones to put right in front of us. Now, essentially what you're going to do is a dice placement game where depending on what you roll, they're going to activate different powers. And what you do is you put the lowest die here, you put the highest die here, and then everything else goes in ascending order, regardless of the number. So these say twos, so twos will go there, threes will go here, fours will go here, five will go there. And what you can also do in the game is you can buy extra dice to use. They just kind of give you more movements and stuff. So to start the game, you're going to get one of these placards, and you're going to start with a goat and a coin. You can spend a coin to add yellow dice to your rolls that only help you. Okay, the other people can't use those. This is 2 to 4 players. And then what you do from there is you invest your resources into different items on your board. In a 2-player game, I would say 2 players is probably what you're going to be doing the most here, frankly. But what you're going to be doing, for this instance, what I will do is I will take these 3 items, these 3 big guys here. I will go over here, and I'll take my 3 items, and I will cross off 3. So when I cross off 3 items, that means I have just scored 3 points, and that means the other person cannot have that available to them. So you do kind of block, okay? Then the other person takes their turn. Now what they might want to do is they will either get, one of these, 2 of that, just crossing off different points. But you can also use them for movement. So if I were to take, let's say, this 6 die up here, my person here is going to move 6 times. And whatever they move through, you're going to lose from the game. So let's say I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I circle that. Now, because I've landed there, I can no longer access any of those things. I also can't cross it. But now I'm permanently going to get a yellow die to use on my turn. Okay. And then in a 2-player game, it's 1, 2, and then back to the first player. Okay. The last thing I can do here is I can try to build a structure. So let's just say, for argument's sake, I'm going to say there were 2. Well, we'll just take this. Okay. I'm going to take this 1 down here, and we're going to go over here. There was a 1 here on the goat. I'm going to take a goat. I'm going to spend it. I'm going to go to my board, and I am going to check off 1 more goat right there. And now, if I look here, what this says is I can spend 2 goats to check this box off. And I'm going to check those off. And what this says is whenever I do, let's see if I can get the thing on there. Whenever I do a money action, like land on a money spot or something like that, I'm going to get 2 additional coin. That's important because at the end of the game, 2 coins are worth a point. So right here, 2 coins are worth a point. And coins help you build these other buildings. These buildings might be worth 3 points at the end of the game if you're able to spend 3 coins and 3 goats to build it. Now, the game only has a certain amount of rounds, by the way. So in a 1 or 2 player game, you have 6. In a 4 player game, you're only going to have 4, okay? And basically what you do is you just add it up all the way down. Now, I have a few score sheets to show you what it looked like. Over here in this game, which actually didn't go too far, this person almost, let's pretend they scored 10, almost ticked off everything there. They would have gotten 10. For this square, it's scoring this area where the roving person. And had I gotten to this spot right here, I would have gotten a point for every circled item plus any +1s. So had I gotten there, I would have had 1 circled item. I'd get a 1 point. Okay, now we go to this guy. I didn't circle anything. Big old goose egg. Here, I did score a number 2. I'm going to get a 2. Over here, I didn't have pairs. 0. Over here, I have no pairs. 0. Over here, I have 3. I have 3 points scored. Someone's staring at me. Yeah. And lastly, down here, this is my total score. So what did I get there? 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 3, 16 points. Plus over here, I don't get anything because this building would have been worth 3 had I completed this, but I didn't. So that's a 0 as well. But I get 16 points. Now 16 is pretty bad, but it's probably because I'm new. In the example, people are getting 42. Holy molies. Okay, so anyway, once again, that's kind of the idea of Corinth. It's kind of playing like fleet dice. There's a lot of triggering. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.